You're listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. And today we have, Chad's not here. He's off enjoying himself on a little much needed vacation. And so this morning we have the other side here to give his perspective on what it's like living with someone in animal rescue. So we have Richard Angelini joining us today. Welcome.
Buongiorno, Christina.
So you decided to be like a little Italian man today?
I thought it was a lot better, more sexy if we have Italian accent for the show today.
Well, people need to be able to understand you.
All right, forget it then.
Okay. So how was your week this last week?
My week was a little hectic. There was probably 400 dogs sitting in my garage.
Well, you know, maybe a little bit less than that, but there generally are dogs and puppies in the garage.
Yeah, well, you know, it's better than your relatives. That's the way I look at it.
Ah, well, thank you so much. I'm sure they're happy to hear that. Well, they, of course, didn't make it this holiday season, but, William made it, so he was able to stop by.
You didn't tell me none of the dogs eat ham.
We don't feed the dogs ham.
Oh, I thought they were just kosher.
Yeah, I've taught puppies to be kosher. And, of course, if you would have given them ham, which you shouldn't have, because that could lead to other problems such as diarrhea.
By the way, I have something to tell you.
Yeah, fantastic. What's that?
They have diarrhea.
Oh, so you decided to give them the ham.
That was the only thing left.
Yeah, so, puppies with diarrhea, it's always fantastic. So everything else, like, how was your week? How was everything?
Well, you know, there's a bug going around. I don't know if you know this. Paulie got sick. He can't even move. He's sitting on the couch. One of my guests from the party last night, my son was sick. Christina was sick. Everybody's been sick.
Well, maybe it was your cooking.
That could have been it. Yeah.
Everyone's laid up on the couch now. Everyone's sick.
Yeah, why is it that 40 people came last night and they're all sick?
Yeah.
I think it's coincidental.
Yeah, it's a complete coincidence, I'm sure. It has nothing to do with the fact that you prepared dinner.
No, I think it's the animals.
Oh, you want to blame the animals?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay.
It's not me.
Well, you generally blame them for everything. So any problems there are in our world is because of an animal. So might as well blame the flu on them, too.
Are you fully recovered from your little bout that you had?
I'm doing okay today. I had a little stomach flu yesterday, so...
Yeah, well, last night you told me you were all sick.
Yeah, that's just because I was dealing with the animals, and I didn't want to deal with humans.
Thank you.
So that's kind of how that works. I was sick. I wasn't feeling good last night. I had a touch of the flu, but I'm feeling better today. I've just been drinking lots of water. So,
is there a chance I'm going to get a little attention then?
No. You know, that flu is an ongoing flu. It's
yeah, it's been 12 years.
Yeah, so it'll continue. So no need to change things now, right?
No, everything's working out perfectly. I'm going to go back to being Italian.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, whatever you want. So, so today our topic is going to be what it's like being on the other side of rescue, or living with someone who's in animal rescue and the crazy schedules. And we'll come back to that more as soon as we get back from this commercial break. You're listening to CRN Digital Talk.
Experience your home away from home being beachfront at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Begin your getaway relaxing on over 11 acres of tropical Hawaiian gardens at Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel, voted Best Aloha Spirit by Hawaii magazine readers. Just walking around the grounds with all the tropical vegetation, relaxing poolside, or kicking back in the sun on the world-renowned Kaanapali Beach makes you feel like you're home in paradise. There's a package to fit all your needs: wedding, honeymoon, activities, private parties, great food, or just good old beach fun, the hotel perpetuates the Hawaiian tradition at its best. Call 661-0011 or visit kbhmaui.com.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. Today we have Richard Angelini in studio, and we have him discussing his perspective of animal rescue and what it's like to be on the other side of someone whose whole life is animal rescue.
What do you mean the other side?
The
Like,
other side.
What do you mean the other side? I mean, what does that mean?
Well, it's the side that has to deal with me.
Yeah, but you're acting as though like, I don't contribute.
Do you contribute?
What do you mean? Who pays for all this stuff?
That's irrelevant.
Wait, that's irrelevant to you.
I need more funding.
I know you do. I'll tell you though, you don't understand this because you're close to 60 and I'm about 35 years old. But things used to be different a long time ago.
You're very delusional, but that's okay. Go ahead.
You don't understand this, but things were not always like this.
What were they like?
Okay, I'll have to say, the two biggest differences from when I was growing up in the culture, one of them is smoking.
Okay.
Every single person when I was growing up was smoking. Everywhere. The doctors, you'd go to the doctor's office, they'd be smoking. My parents would drive me to Las Vegas. They'd turn on the air conditioning in the car. They'd leave me in the back seat, and both of them would smoke for 5 hours driving. I wake up, I'd fall out of the car.
Okay.
Okay, that was everybody, and now nobody smokes. Now, if you want to smoke, even on the beach, you can't smoke. I don't smoke, but I'm just saying.
But it's a difference.
It's a huge difference. And the second thing is the way the attitudes towards animals. I mean, this was not like this. You understand that, right?
I don't really.
Okay, well, if I would have gone to my father and I would have said, Fido needs a $5,000 operation, he would have laughed at me. Okay, you know that, right? All your customers, they spend $10,000 a month on spa treatments for the dogs. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. People treat the dogs like they're kids. They're not.
Okay, I mean, I understand what you're saying because, of course, I do as well.
Yes,
so,
you do.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
They're all my little kids. So, I mean,
what's
I do
the problem
refer to
with
them-
dogs sleeping outside? Can I? This was unheard. My mother would never let the dogs inside the house. They had a dog house. They slept outside. They're dogs. They sleep in the yard. They sleep. They're happy. They're fine. Why does every dog have to sleep on the bed in the room? There's 20 of them.
Well, I disagree with you that it's okay for them to sleep outside.
Well, how do you? What?
You have the right to your opinion.
It's not
but
an opinion.
I disagree with you.
In the wild? Do they have their own house? Do they build houses?
Well, we don't live in the wild.
No,
We don't live in the wild, and neither do they. They have a home. They have a bedroom, and they have a bed.
No,
that they sleep in.
no. They do not have a bedroom.
They
I have a
absolutely do.
bedroom. They live in my bedroom for no reason.
No, you've been boycotted out of your bedroom.
I know that. But I want to go back to what you just said. What do you mean that's not like that? I mean, do they have hotels and apartment houses in the wilds? Like huskies in Alaska.
These dogs are not in the wild. These dogs are domestic. They're in a home.
Do they? That stuff, that smooth stuff that they have on them. What do they call that? What is that? Oh yeah, fur. Fur. I forgot. Yeah.
You're obnoxious.
No, I mean, come on. That stuff that protects you from the elements. You understand? You need a jacket, which I pay for. All your nice jackets that you have. Okay, all of that I pay for. The dogs, they don't need that. They have, what was it again? I forgot. Say it.
I said you're obnoxious.
No, not that. After that. Fur.
No, my dogs will not live outside.
No, I know that.
That will not happen. And yes, they do have fur, but it doesn't mean that they're not affected by the elements outside.
They can be affected.
Are you saying, right now there's huge snowstorms in the Midwest. You're saying that you think it's okay that they just leave their dogs outside in the freezing cold?
Okay, excuse me. First of all, You live in Los Angeles. There's no snowstorms here, okay? They're fine out there.
They're not fine out there. If I'm cold outside, they would be cold outside.
Okay, let me just ask you this, okay? You keep the temperature at 85 degrees in the house.
Yes.
You have 4 jackets, an electric blanket, and 3 covers.
Yes.
How do you know that you're not suffocating them? For all you know, they're like,
No, they're very
let
happy.
me out, let me out. I want to go outside. You don't know because it's so hot in the house. I'm suffocating. I lost 8 pounds just sleeping.
They're very happy in the house.
You don't know that?
Yeah,
How do you know?
I know that.
You speak Chihuahua?
Yeah, I speak Chihuahua, and I know that they're very happy in the house because they're asking to come in. I take them outside, and when I take them outside, then they're eager to come back inside.
Okay, here's the second element about animals that you don't understand. Okay, it's called training. Okay, what you've done is you've trained them.
I don't understand training.
No, you don't understand training.
Okay.
Okay.
Explain to me.
Yeah, I'm going to explain this to you. Okay, what happens is you've trained them that they should live in 85-degree temperature year round.
That's where they're comfortable.
Yeah, because you trained them that way. Okay. Now, if you have huskies, right? You have them. I've seen them, so don't deny it. Say it. You have them. Now, okay, come on. This is radio. You can't just stare at me.
I have had huskies in my rescue. Yes.
Right, and you keep them in the house too, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. The state rests.
Well,
They're used to Alaska. They live in glaciers.
no, because as you pointed out, we live in Los Angeles, and so do
So
they.
these huskies here are
And so
different than the other huskies.
That's what they're used to. They're used.
So
to
they know
living
that they live in Los Angeles? They know that? I'm a lawyer.
Well, according to the weather patterns, they're very aware of where they live. Like that's what they're used to. They're born
Have you
here.
asked them?
Yes, I asked them. We have deep conversations.
No, I just want to, that's more than you talk to me about. Okay, I don't know.
I don't have conversations with you, but me and my pups, we have conversations all the time.
I just want to know, like a husky here is seriously now. They're different than a husky
No,
somewhere
I did
else?
not say that a husky here is different than they are somewhere else. It's what they're used to. So their bodies, they shed their winter coat. They don't have their fur. It's just not as, it's natural. It's like it's not as thick and heavy as it is in a place such as Alaska.
Can we move on from this point and go back to my larger point? You've decided to train them to stay in there. Now, don't you think that affects your married life? Don't you think that, you might be embarrassed to do the nasty in front of 8 Shih Tzus?
This is not something that I'm going to discuss with you.
No, I'm just in general. How do you know it has to be me? It's not me. I don't care. I'm confident with my masculinity. I don't mind.
Oh my God.
Okay, but I some people you might think, maybe a little bit, gun shy, so to speak. Okay, to carry on familiar relations in front of 17 St. Bernards that are staring at them. They may not like that. Do you think that's good for marriage?
I can't even respond to you.
Why? I'm just asking. Do you
Because
think it's good for a marriage to have all these dogs in your
Every bit
room?
of response that I was coming up with was something that would be inappropriate. So I'm choosing to decline to answer.
I think it's a serious topic. I think all these women that like to keep their dogs on the bed, in front of them, all over the house, I think they're putting them ahead of their husbands.
Okay.
Okay?
You have the right to your opinion, but okay.
I can back that up.
Well, we could talk more about how women are putting, and you know that there are many men who allow their dogs in their bed also, but we can get into this topic a little bit more as soon as we come back from commercial break. You are listening to Rescue Radio with the adventures of Richard Angelini today on CRN Digital Talk.
As we are all aware, restaurants and celebrity chefs come and go. But one restaurant is constant, El Cholo. Hi, this is Larry Elder. Since 1923, the original El Cholo on Western Avenue and those in La Habra, Santa Monica, downtown LA, Anaheim Hills, and the latest Corona Del Mar have served millions of loyal fans and multiple generations. If you've dined there, you know the reason why. It's those fresh green corn tamales, Carmen's historic nachos, the margaritas, and so much more. Treat yourself and dine at a restaurant you really want to go to, not one where you're supposed to go to. El Cholo. I know I do.
Whether you're restoring a classic car, building a hot rod, or just bringing your daily driver back to like-new condition, Steel Rubber Products is your choice for quality automotive rubber parts and weather stripping. As one of the world's award-winning custom car and hot rod builders, Bodie Stroud prefers to work directly with Steel Rubber Products on his award-winning project cars and show vehicles. In addition, Steel Rubber works with top builders like Bodie to confirm the fit and function of its parts, as well as develop new products. So for rubber products that fit like the original, last a lifetime, and look like they should, you can't get a better product anywhere. If your dream ride sounds like this, contact Steel Rubber Products and enjoy a ride that sounds like this. Steel Rubber Products, a difference you can hear and quality you can see. Visit us on the web at www.steelrubber.com. And remember, if you want the best, you want Steel Rubber Products.
Call Steel Rubber Products at 877-269-2276. CRN travelers, relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition. They have great, incredible pillow-top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingroveinn.com. Are you looking to increase the number of calls you receive at your business? Well, CRN Talk is introducing a new way for customers to reach you without having to remember your phone number or your website address. Customers simply dial pound 250 from their mobile phones and say your business name. That's it. They'll be directed immediately to your phone line and receive a text message with a link to your website and phone number. It's that easy. It works so well that we're using it in this commercial. To sign up, dial pound 250 and say get my keyword. That's pound 250 and say get my keyword.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. I'm Christina Hackett, and I'm here with Richard Angelini, and he's threatened or warned me that he's going to be even more obnoxious in the next segment. But I want to...
It's Ricardo, by the way. I changed it.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Ricardo. So if you have an opinion on his previous statement that dogs should be outside, feel free to call in and voice your opinion at 818-353-1276. So you're of the opinion. Now, I understand it used to be that way. Like, back before...
Wait a minute. Watch what you're going to say right
yes. now. Back before we had electronic devices, dogs used to stay outside. So... And I get that, but things have changed. Things have progressed. Things are different now, and animals are treated differently. So I personally, it's just not even a question. My dogs would never stay outside. It's just, and maybe it's a generational thing, as you suggested earlier, but I couldn't even possibly see that as okay.
Okay. Just, can I ask you a few questions, being that I'm an attorney?
Go ahead, Richard.
Okay. Every night, do you feed your dogs?
Yes.
Okay. And me? Do you feed me?
No.
Okay. In fact, the last meal that you fed to me, you left in a bowl by my bed. Isn't that true?
No, it was actually the dog food. You just accidentally ate it.
Yeah, that's what it tasted like. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I was very interested to hear that you used the word progress. Things have progressed. To you, that's progression. To me, this is compensation for the women's liberation movement of the 70s, where all of a sudden now women who should be in the home cooking and cleaning and taking care of their husbands decided to go out ridiculously looking for jobs and work and leave their husbands and alone.
Hang on just a second. I have to stop you for just a second.
What?
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you've equated the way that animals are cared for to the women's liberation movement and how women are not at home cooking and cleaning anymore and they're actively caring for their pets.
If you would let me continue. Okay, what I'm saying is, okay, these women were so busy having a meaningless existence in the workplace that they just forgot to have the important things in life like a husband and children. So now they find themselves 45, 50 years old, extremely lonely and unhappy because they don't have any children or grandchildren around the fireplace at Christmas time. So what do you think they do? They go ahead and compensate. The word compensation comes into to play here, and they go get themselves dogs, and they treat the dogs like they should be treating their kids, but they don't have any kids. So this is the difference. And you know that it's true. All of these people are lonely people sitting there with just their dogs instead of their family. Isn't that correct?
I disagree with him. So, I mean, to such an extreme that I don't even know where to begin. So, first of all, there are not only women, as you stated, there that have a very happy existence in life, but there are also men that also find their dogs to be a priority in their life.
Can I tell you something? And I don't want to give away a secret. They're all trying to get laid. Okay, this is why men pretend that they love dogs. Okay, because they only do it around women. Okay,
You
when
think
they're
that's
not with
it?
women, they kick them.
You don't
and they.
Oh
and,
my gosh!
No, they do all kinds of stuff.
You're
like
unbelievably
really
obnoxious, but no, I don't believe that they do that. There are lots of men that love their animals. I think that that's just an absurd thing to say. And I have many clients that are exceedingly neurotic,
Yes,
beyond
yes.
me. Beyond even what I do for my animals when it comes to caring for their pets. I mean,
So you agree with me? They're extremely neurotic.
They are neurotic in the care of their animals.
Yes. I agree. So,
So
what's the argument?
That
Nobody's arguing.
doesn't mean that they're doing it to try to win favors with women. Like, they genuinely care for their animals. So there are men
Oh, you're talking.
and
Oh,
women.
okay, yeah, you're talking about the men. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, I'll agree. There's a few men that have, been inundated with the propaganda, and so they've decided to be neurotic. Or they think that's how you have to take care of a dog. You have to feed it 40 times a day. This perfect stuff. You have to dress it in little sweaters. Yeah, I've seen those types, but most of them, come on, this is a women's thing.
So,
going on.
come on, what? This is not an isolated woman's thing. I strongly disagree with you, even though I do have some opinions regarding different women in rescue and where they're at and their elements and how they end up there. And
So
the
if this was
majority
a
of them.
survey, you would push strongly disagree.
With almost everything that you say. And that's just in life in general. So it's not just today's topic. So we will continue this. You are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Experience a luxury boutique hotel escape in the heart of Laguna Beach, California, with the finest art gallery, shopping, dining, and nightlife just steps from your door. The heart of Laguna Beach, the edge of the sea. It's the Inn at Laguna Beach. Enjoy our comfortable rooms, blending the style of a timeless beach bungalow with the modern comforts of today. 70 newly appointed guest rooms and suites await you at the Inn at Laguna Beach. Then, relax at the rooftop bar, where you'll indulge in breathtaking views of the ocean. For dining, you'll find libations and local cuisine on the California coastline, including dining at the legendary Las Brisas, a Southern California landmark. The Inn at Laguna Beach, footsteps from room to village to sea, located in the heart of Laguna Beach. The Inn is within walking distance of all that Laguna Beach has to offer. No car required. The Inn at Laguna Beach, 211 North Coast Highway in Laguna Beach, California. Call 800-544-4479 or visit inatlagunabeach.com. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California for our sizzling party savings. Book your wedding event or reception, your birthday bash, or a special event of any kind and celebrate at Angelo's and Vinci's. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's and celebrate in one of our many festive banquet rooms. It's an incredible fun event you will never forget. Food, music, and lots of fun. Call for the details, and don't forget our daily lunch and dinners, plus our Sunday champagne brunch. Just $14.95. Minestrone soup, sausage and peppers, pastas, chicken dishes, salads, scones, and muffins. Plus so much more, a chocolate fondue fountain, Zeppelis, cannolis, fresh fruit, champagne, and Junior will be waiting to make the omelet of your choice from our omelet bar. Angelo's and Vinci's has been voted on the Orange County Hot List as one of the top 5 Italian restaurants for the past 6 years. And don't forget our award-winning pizzas. Thin or thick, they're yummy. It's all at Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022, 714-879-4022.
Do you have really pure water? Maybe not if you're drinking bottled water. Bottled water has some dirty little secrets. Plastic bottles come from oil products. The 5-gallon polycarbonate jugs contain bisphenol A, a synthetic estrogen that has raised health concerns. Bottled water dispensers quickly develop algae and bacteria and should be sanitized regularly. Have you ever cleaned your water dispenser? Are you drinking water containing algae and bacteria and synthetic estrogen? Now the good news. Pure Water Science can replace that dirty, outdated bottled water cooler with a high-tech water purification system. The Pure Water Science system features a stainless steel tank that constantly monitors water quality to guarantee your water is pure. It alerts you when service or filter changes are needed. Multi-stage purification removes organic and inorganic contaminants, and the patented self-sanitizing feature eliminates algae and bacteria while adding oxygen to your water. It costs less than bottled water without the bottled water hassle. No more bottles to lift. Just sanitize delicious water, hot or cold, from Pure Water Science. Call 818-502-4191, 818-502-4191.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. Really? They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. This is Christina, and I'm here with Richard, who has an opinion.
Ricardo.
Oh, yes, sorry. He made a correction. It is now Ricardo, and Ricardo has made many what I believe to be just absolutely absurd statements, but let's kind of go over them a little bit. So you believe that all this care for animals and the change has been brought about by the liberals, or not the liberals, oops.
Careful now.
I know, got into a completely different subject there. So the women's liberation movement, and that there are so many of these women now, you feel that, you know, they're not at home cooking and cleaning, and that's why they're caring for these animals in the way that they should, because they didn't find husbands.
No, they don't have kids.
They don't have kids, so they didn't find husbands that they could cook and clean for, and so they
don't have kids. Forget the husbands. They don't have kids. Okay. That's why. You've even told me that. Don't lie.
I've told you what?
A lot of them don't have kids, and so they're substituting the dogs for the kids.
Well, even if they don't have children, they do care for their animals, and I think there are a lot of couples actually waiting to have children, and they're having children later, and so they have animals first in their relationship, and then they have children.
Do you think that's the way it used to be?
Well, obviously it's not.
No. People didn't equate animals with kids. Do you know why?
Lack of forethought? I would.
No, because society is becoming much more unreligious. It used to be very religious in the United States, and God made man in his image. So people were the most important thing. What would you do if Sugar, your little Shih Tzu, was drowning and a total stranger was drowning next to him? Which one would you save? Come on.
Well, Sugar's my baby.
That's right. So you see, you put the life of a dog over the life of a person. Now that would be unheard of many years ago because people are more important than animals. There's actually slowly but surely this idea that animals are exactly just like people. Look at the guy.
I actually don't think that they're exactly like people. I mean,
You think they're better?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I do. I prefer the company of animals
Yes,
over most
I know
humans.
that. I
Yes,
spend a lot
that's
of
true.
nights alone, and I don't understand it. I'm very charming.
Yes. Okay. So, but you are, you have the human element.
That's the one problem I have.
Yeah. Yeah. So you think that religion is the reason that, so it's the women's liberation movement is the reason dogs have become so important, and now it's religion because we've become less religious.
We're
as a
secular society. We're more secular society, and there's an equation of people to animals like they're the same thing. They live in look at the guy that just shot the lion. The guy can't work again. The guy cannot work again because he went out and shot that.
And you're making reference to Cecil the lion.
Yeah. Okay. Now, like you see people dying all the time. No one gets upset. But a guy shoots a lion. That's it. He's ostracized. You can go to the movies. I've seen you. I've taken you to the movies in the years before you were in the animal business, where you could actually go places with me.
Where I spent time with you.
Yeah, you've gone to the movies, and 4,000 Roman gladiators can die, but if one horse dies, you go, that's horrible. Okay, I mean, come on now.
Well, don't you think that there's something to, I mean, the fact that that's an innocent? I mean, people make their decisions, right? Humans make their decisions. Men make their decisions. Women make their own decisions. We have the right to our own destiny. We make decisions for ourselves. But then you've got something that's helpless, something that that's dependent on you for, like, I mean, dogs are very domestic. I mean, they're not going to live in the wild. Do you think a little Chihuahua is going to live in the wild somewhere?
Well, you're focusing on dogs. I mean, animals are animals. I remember just recently you had chicken McNuggets. Okay, that thing was innocent too, by the way.
I do hate you at times, just so you know. So now
you have nothing to say to that?
So you drive me crazy. You literally drive me crazy. Now, back to the situation with, yes, I am focusing on dogs because that is my priority. Dogs and cats. I don't agree with them, and I understand that there are people in other countries that use dogs as a source of food. I don't agree with that either.
Well, forget source of food. I mean, do you think in more religious countries, now I've taken you to Italy. We happen to own a house in Italy, correct? Mm-hmm. Do they treat dogs the same way over there? Have you seen them? Would you like to describe to the people how dogs are over there where we live?
Well, until they are all brought into the house. So as soon as I get there, then they eat, they get groomed, they get taken care of.
But until you get there, how do the people in a religious Catholic society, how do they treat the dogs?
Well, I think that they're very antiquated in their way of thinking with animals.
Or maybe they're animals. There's a difference. Animals stay outside and people stay inside.
I disagree with you.
That's not what happens in Italy, though.
Explain
what happens over there.
So I do understand their dogs are outside and they feed them outside. So they're outside, they're left outside all the time. They're not brought into the house. It doesn't matter what the weather is, and then they're just fed outside. That's the way it's handled.
Yeah, that's how it used to be here.
That's how it used to be here, but that doesn't mean that's the right way. It's not something I agree with when I'm there. When I'm there, I give them all shelter. I bring them in. I shelter them. I feed them. I groom them. I give them flea control. I take care of them. So all of those dogs that you're talking about, I think that their way of thinking is very antiquated. I think it's an old way of thinking, and I don't think it's the correct way of thinking.
Interesting. But you know what? They have dinner with their family. They sit and they cook and they talk to each other, and the dogs stay outside. And you know what? You've been there for years, and those dogs are the same dogs. They're still around. They still seem very fine, friendly. They have a nice little life. How do you know it's any better for them to be stuck in the house all day, sitting by the bed waiting for you to get home?
I prefer my way. I prefer my dogs to be in the house, comfortable, and I take them out on walks. They're safe. The dogs over there, very often, they get hit by cars. I've seen it happen.
Cha-ching, I won again. I won this argument. It's unbelievable how I'm killing you.
It's unbelievable how delusional you are. You are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. What are you talking?
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California for our sizzling party savings. Book your wedding event or reception, your birthday bash, or a special event of any kind and celebrate at Angelo's and Vinci's. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's and celebrate in one of our many festive banquet rooms. It's an incredible fun event you'll never forget. Food, music, and lots of fun. Call for the details, and don't forget our daily lunch and dinners, plus our Sunday champagne brunch. Just $14.95. Minestrone soup, sausage and peppers, pastas, chicken dishes, salads, scones, and muffins. Plus so much more, a chocolate fondue fountain, Zebblies, cannolis, fresh fruit, champagne, and Junior will be waiting to make the omelet of your choice from our omelet bar. Angelo's and Vinci's has been voted on the Orange County Hot List as one of the top 5 Italian restaurants for the past 6 years. And don't forget our award-winning pizzas. Thin or thick, they're yummy. It's all at Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022, 714-879-4022.
Welcome back to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. And we were discussing dogs. Now we have a caller on the line. We have Linda from Washington. Welcome to the show, Linda.
Hey, guys.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing better today. The Christmas season's over.
Right? I know. Finally, day after Christmas. It's like, whew, okay, we can relax a little bit. So I understand. And
Buon Natale, Bella.
we have Richard here in the studio with us today,
Hi,
Linda.
Richard.
Come
I haven't had the pleasure of talking to you yet, but hello.
Come stai?
English, please. English,
how
please.
are you?
I'm fine.
So we were just before the commercial break. We were going into. He believes that dogs, the way that people used to think 50 years ago, that dogs were fine outside, and I strongly disagree. I believe that dogs should be inside and in the comfort of a home. They're domesticated. We have made these dogs domestic.
They've been domestic for 30,000 years.
That's not true.
Yeah, and I think even 30,000 years ago, they used to bring them inside, too. They used to take really good care of their dogs.
Caves were,
But I live up here in the Northwest, where there are still people that chain their dogs, but that's actually against the law now. You can't leave them tied out now for more than a few hours.
Oh, well,
So-
that's good because, up
Yeah.
there you guys have the really cold temperatures. So,
Yeah.
to me here, 50 degrees is freezing, and I think, it's like
How come
5
it's okay
layers.
for her to chain me to the to the
I don't know,
living
maybe
room?
you might have to.
Okay, I've been there for over 3 hours, definitely.
Hey, someone might benefit from it. I don't know.
Stop it.
I just like listening to this topic because, I do have relatives in Europe too. I haven't been in Italy yet, but my husband's Italian, and I think he's second generation here. And they look at dogs differently here too. Though they bring their dogs inside, so I don't know. But then you're talking about New Yorkers, so again, a different story. I think it's also geographic, and how people view animals.
Well, I think it's true. I think over there they see things. I mean, there are a number of things. Look, I mean, good and bad. When you look at the town that he's referring to is a small town in southern Italy, and I think that they're a little bit more behind where we are in the United States.
It's not a question of inside or outside. It's not a question of being behind the times. It's not a geographic question. The question is, do you consider a dog to be the same as a person? And if you do, that's why you treat them that way. If they don't, then they don't. It has nothing to do. You could bring a dog in the house if it's raining, if there's a snowstorm. I'm not saying to chain it outside,
You
but
could,
that doesn't mean it's a
that's
person.
not what they're doing in Italy.
You consider a dog like a person, don't you?
I prefer dogs over a person.
I rest my
Actually,
case.
I prefer them over people too.
See? This is what I have to deal with.
Thank
I
you.
think
At
they're
least we've got two
different
of us.
people, but I think that they're a living being. I think we should. With all living
I mean,
beings,
nobody's
treat
going to
them with
dispute
a-
that. They're
Yeah,
living beings.
but,
I didn't say mistreat them. I just said they're not people. People should be given priority.
Well, I think that we've brought them here, and we've brought them to the levels of population they are, and I think that they deserve dogs, especially. There wouldn't be so many dogs if we didn't do that because of money and greed or whatever, ranking in society, however you want to look at it.
That's a different question, whether or not there's too many dogs.
But I think that
There's too many
deserve
people,
rights,
too, some
too.
places.
and I think they should have the same, rights as humans too. I really do.
Right. That's where I disagree. Okay, the dogs should not have the same rights as humans. If you go to a veterinarian here, they won't lift a finger. They'll let that dog sit there and bleed to death right in front of them. They can't do that with people. I mean, people are people, dogs are dogs. They won't have the same rights. They don't kill a person if he doesn't find a home in 3 weeks.
Well, again, that's a human element. That's not a dog element.
Well, and the
We
dog's
kill them.
not to blame. I mean, it's like
Yes.
we
That's a
as a
human thing. That's not-
society,
Yeah.
like
Deem it's okay, which I don't think it's okay at all. And a lot of people don't even know it happens. So, or that your hamburger that you do eat probably has dog in it. So, you guys were talking about dogs, eating dogs and stuff earlier. At some level, it probably does. And
well,
so,
I truly hope not, because I mean that's just devastating to think about that.
in one way or another, whether they eat cow feed, it has dogs in it. Their chicken feed, dogs in it. Cow, So at some point,
No one
you're
likes to
eating it.
eat that. No one likes to eat their pet.
Well, then
whether or
maybe
not it's a
you should buy
chicken or a
grass-fed,
horse or
grass-fed
anything else,
cows
but
then.
if you're hungry enough, people eat, anything.
I guess you would.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose no, even I don't care how hungry I was. Like I couldn't see looking at my little sugar. No, I mean I would starve
No,
to
of course
death.
not. I wouldn't do it either.
I would
But-
starve to death first. So.
And there are a lot of,
Hey, more for me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this could be fun. We should do this again.
No, you're not. I'm specifically banning you for ever eating sugar. Like,
Just let me know if we're starving. I get sugar. I'm fine
No,
with that.
I would. You would die first.
Why have sugar? Why not just pick one of the bigger ones?
Yeah, Oh.
Oh my
kidding.
god.
That was a
Now
joke.
you see how I recruit people to my side? I love this. She's on my side now.
No, she's not on
I'm
your
a
side.
total vegetarian actually for 20 years, so I don't eat meat at all. So
Yeah,
I guess I look at it a different way.
I mean, there
No,
would
I
be
would be a
plenty of plants.
vegetarian too if I depended on my wife for home cooked meals.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I've been on the phone many times, and she's on the burger run. So,
Yeah.
I pick up something on my way home.
Welcome to my life.
Next time, just get a garden burger and see how he likes it.
Yeah, that's what I'll start. I'll start bringing them home. So.
But anyway, so.
But I
That's
do
my
think
side of it.
my side is I think that the animals should be inside, especially definitely in colder climates, such as like that you have up in Washington. I mean, there's no. You see these dogs frozen to the ground. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so it's cold outside. Bring your dogs inside.
Hey, have you seen snowmen? Those used to be people.
You are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
From traditional Hawaiian weddings and vow renewals to your own unique ceremony, find out why Kaanapali Weddings is the perfect place to say, I do. Create the memory that will last a lifetime at the place you and your family know and love, Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Imagine yourself and your loved one just steps away from world-famous Kaanapali Beach in one of many wedding venues to choose from, including oceanside lawns, tropical gardens, or indoor banquet rooms. With your choice of catering, bar, floral, and musical options, you can make your special day customized just for you. Their wedding specialist will help you plan your dream wedding today. For more information, visit kaanapaliweddings.com or call 661-0011. Kaanapali Weddings, the perfect place to say, I do.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Do you have really pure water? Maybe not if you're drinking bottled water. Bottled water has some dirty little secrets. Plastic bottles come from oil products. The 5-gallon polycarbonate jugs contain bisphenol A, a synthetic estrogen that has raised health concerns. Bottled water dispensers quickly develop algae and bacteria and should be sanitized regularly. Have you ever cleaned your water dispenser? Are you drinking water containing algae and bacteria and synthetic estrogen? Now the good news. Pure Water Science can replace that dirty, outdated bottled water cooler with a high-tech water purification system. The Pure Water Science System features a stainless steel tank that constantly monitors water quality to guarantee your water is pure. It alerts you when service or filter changes are needed. Multi-stage purification removes organic and inorganic contaminants, and the patented self-sanitizing feature eliminates algae and bacteria while adding oxygen to your water. It costs less than bottled water without the bottled water hassle. No more bottles to lift. Just sanitized delicious water, hot or cold, from Pure Water Science. Call 818-502-4191. 818-502-4191.
Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk. So it's been an interesting hour today.
Has it been an hour?
It has. It has. It's been an hour. So let's see. To recap today's show, you feel that the heightened concern for animals is part
Stupid.
Okay. You feel it's stupid. I strongly disagree.
They're fine on their own. They do fine.
Oh my gosh.
Leave them. Spend more time with your family and the important things. Okay? Don't worry about the dogs. They're going to be fine. They don't need nearly as much attention as you all give them. They get along great.
Well, again, I strongly disagree with you, like to the millionth degree. I can't even believe how much I disagree with you. But let's see. So in your opinion, the care and attention that's going to animals has to do with the women's liberation movement of the 70s.
Overcompensating for no children, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then, let's see, what was your other irrational, so you think that they should stay outside? Yeah. You're okay with them staying outside?
Yeah,
you
the weather's fine. Why do you have to, in your business, you have to go and walk these dogs 5 times a day. They got huge yards. You got to come in the morning, let them out. Come in the morning, come in the afternoon, let them out. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. There's a yard. It's 85 degrees, but they have to sit in the house.
Well, first of all, it's not 85 degrees. And yes, we live in Southern California, but we're talking to people all over the country. And right now, I mean, there's plenty of places that are having, snowstorms right now. And people have their dogs out on a chain outside. I think it's cruel.
Don't keep the dogs on a chain in a snowstorm. Okay, that's not what I'm saying.
But that is what happens.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that happens. That's fine. Okay, if it's a snowstorm, bring the dog in the house. How about that? Did we compromise today?
No, I think they should always be in the house.
So let me ask you this. You wanted to have lunch after the show, correct? You're going to have garden burgers? Is that what you're having? Just so I know. I want to know.
So we're wrapping up the show today. Oh my goodness, you are unbelievably I can't stand you right now. So welcome to the show. Okay, so I feel that the importance I prefer animals to people, and definitely after today's show, I can't wait to get home and cuddle up with my pups because they're so very important to me and loving and adoring and sweet and amazing. So I can't wait to cuddle up with them.
They could pay the mortgage too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, if they could, what would I need you for?
So,
let's see. So then you think that there are people in Italy that that they're the religious element. That was the other topic that you brought up. You think that
where there's this thing where animals are people, but people are on the hierarchy ahead of animals. They're not like animals. They're living. So is a tree. So is a cockroach. It doesn't matter. People are first. They should be given priority over, and the whole thing has gotten skewed and mixed together where all of a sudden animals are the same. They're not. But have a good day. It was a pleasure to be on your show with you.
Well, I definitely appreciate the company of animals, and I will continue.
We have to do this again sometime.
Oh, yes. I'm putting it on my calendar now. So, for me, I will continue with my struggle to save as many animals as I can and find them all homes. So you are listening to Rescue Radio on CRN Digital Talk.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio show sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in CRN HD. The difference is amazing. Catch your favorite political hosts like Dennis Prager, Tom Hartman, Barry Farber, and so many more. Entertainment and lifestyle programming like The Robert Conrad